Zeri, welcome to our brand new podcast, the
Woohoo!
aptly named and decidedly a work in progress VocAlliance podcast. My name is
Love
Robbie
it.
Joseph,
My name's Dave Soltera.
and we're thrilled to have with us on our very first episode. I guess this would be the first episode, a voice actress who has been, as of late, been making quite a splash in the world of VO. She's been taking the country by storm because of her latest roles as Agent Neon for the video game Valorant, and Zeri, okay, a brand new champion over at League of Legends. And so we're really, really so thankful that she could join us today.
I know. Yeah, Robin. And she really inspires me because, gosh, we've been through so much over the past, I don't know, is it 5, 6, 7, 10 years? I don't even remember anymore. But we both started out as indie voice actors, and just seeing where she was and where she is now and
Wow.
all that she went through to get to where she is now is just mind-blowing.
Amazing. So first of all, thank you, Vanille Velasquez, for being here with us today. Let's bring her right up. Hey there, Vanille.
Hi, you guys.
Hey, thank you so much for doing this interview.
Of course.
I'm sure the press has been hounding you, to catch the scoop over the last several days, right?
Let's just say it's been hard organizing my calendar, but
That's amazing. Congratulations on this streak of wins that you've been having lately. It must be.
Thank you.
It must feel pretty surreal to be getting all of this attention, right?
Oh yeah, It's sometimes I wonder if this is real.
But it's absolutely well deserved.
Yeah.
It is super well deserved.
Thank you.
Yeah. So okay. Before anything else, have you been able to process everything yet? I mean, or even acknowledge the relevance that you have in our industry?
I don't know. It's been a roller coaster of the last 2 days.
Right.
I don't know if I've had the chance to breathe. And it's crazy.
I predict things are only going to keep exploding from here on out. So you better watch out. You better prepare. One thing I just want to get off my chest is why the stage name Vanille. Okay, because I mean, people who are close to you know your real name. Of course, this is a Final Fantasy reference. I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, it is. I was a stupid kid at like 13 because I started voice acting like on YouTube.
Wow.
And I chose this stage name Vanille as like a 12, 13-year-old. I don't even remember anymore, and it kind of just stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been Vanille ever since, and there's no real reason. I was just like, I saw this character. I was like, she looks cute. She has a cute name. I'm Vanille now. So that's the logic. That's my thought process. It wasn't very smart.
But I mean, nowadays, would you ever consider dropping the pseudonym and just going with your real name, or is this a safe zone for you?
It definitely is. I think now more than ever, I'm grateful I have a stage name. Because at first, my reason for appreciating it was just so I could separate my personas, I guess. Like, this is my online persona, and this is me in real life. But now that things are kind of happening, I'm glad that I have a stage name so I can protect my privacy as well and all that. So yeah.
Right. Being a voice actor, you don't really. I don't know a lot of voice actors who really want to be in the limelight, right? I mean, the whole point is that you're just behind the mic and your face isn't seen, and you can keep your anonymity, and right. How is it for you, Dave? I mean, is it the same?
For me, well, as someone who has my name out there, yeah, I realize there are certain projects that I wish I had used a pseudonym. So I think it was a smart move for Vanille to do that. I miss my privacy. I really miss my privacy.
So even in the credits of the video games that you're in right now, your name is Vanille, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay, but so any chance that you might want to revert to your your original name somewhere down the line, or is this
No, I
going
think this is
forward?
gonna be
This is gonna be it.
permanent.
Okay,
Yeah, especially now. I don't think I can just go back because like I've already have so many credits under this name, and I don't
right.
want to just like yeah. And
There's
you know,
so much
people.
equity.
I mean, they're already
Yeah.
coming out with articles with this name on it. I don't want to just like waste all of that momentum and
Right.
change my name. Like
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
I mean, it's a brand already. In fact,
yeah.
I think it's so that's really cool. I mean, I love that you want people to respect your privacy. It means that you're still very just a down to earth kind of person, very humble. You know, you don't really
Yeah.
want to invite all of this attention to your
Yeah.
life, and so
Yeah, and I
that
agree,
Yeah,
Rob.
like I just want to be able to go to Starbucks and say my real name and nobody would like be like, who's that?
right. But people are going to see you. They're going to see your face now, and all three people are
I'm
going to watch this video. You know, they're going to recognize you.
I'm just really grateful that we're all wearing masks
Yeah.
and hopefully nobody recognizes my eyes.
That's right. That's right. So you still keep that veil of anonymity, anyway. So let's just hope the baristas from Starbucks aren't watching this. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's also a YouTuber thing. Yeah, there's like a Mr. Beast, Mr. Who's the Boss,
right.
Unbox
yeah,
Therapy. You
yeah.
don't even remember their names, but you remember their channel
Mm.
names. That's kind of like what
Mhm.
Vanille
Yeah.
Velasquez is.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
This interview is obviously going to be more focused on you being a voice actress, because I mean, and the
Mhm.
questions that we're going to be asking are going to be more oriented, you know, in sort of our world, right? So that being said, how did you come about auditioning for the role? I mean, if you connected the dots, what got you up to the point where you were able to find your way into a Riot Games project?
I'm not entirely like completely sure of what were the right steps that I made. I guess I just somehow made the right steps without knowing they were the right steps, but I
Mhm.
definitely say it's I learned a lot from every project that I got to be a part of, from every director that I got to work with. And I think that's what prepared me to be ready for this opportunity. There's some luck involved. The casting producer found me online. I happened to be searchable online, apparently. So that was a stroke of luck, but I wholeheartedly believe that I worked hard to be in a position that when this luck strikes and I have this opportunity in front of me, I'm ready for it because I have
Right.
prepared for it and I have the experience. I like to think that's what happened.
So visibility was key, right?
Mhm.
Networking was probably a part of that, formula as well, the equation rather. And so, yeah, I mean, really, these are really good lessons for budding young talents who do want to make it big in the voiceover
Yeah.
industry. So
Yeah.
excellent. Apart from being a voice actress, you also sing, all right?
Yeah.
So you know, when
Just for fun.
yeah, but when I saw the Valorant trailer, I for Agent Neon, I was hoping that they got you to do the theme song as well.
No, they actually no.
Is
I'm
it-
not a professional singer. Like I have like zero singing training, so like I
Ah,
just
we
sing
can-
for fun. I just
But-
sing for fun.
Is there any chance that we can see you do your own version of "Entertain Me" somewhere down the line?
I don't know.
That would
We'll
be
have
really
to
cool.
see.
That would be really
It
cool.
might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Dave, any questions from your end?
Yeah, no, I just really want to go back to the time, like, if there's one thing that you would do if you were to start over as a voice actress, what would that first thing be?
I want to seize more. I wish I would have seized more opportunities. There were opportunities I'd turned down because
Mhm.
I was feeling too anxious about them and I didn't want to deal with them. I
Wow.
didn't want to deal with the anxiety. So I was just like, if I don't do this, and I don't have to be worried about it. So I didn't do it. And there were times where I
Right.
was in the middle of school and then my career, and I chose school, and I missed some
Yeah.
auditions from that. I mean, overall,
Wow.
I don't regret going to school. I'm very
Yeah.
proud that I graduated, but
Of course.
I
What did
I
you
kind
take
of
for
wish I would have
college?
communication arts
Okay,
from La Salle.
Same here.
excellent. So pretty much in line with what we're doing.
Yes. Oh, but to the people listening, you don't have to go to college to be a voice actor. You don't need to take a specific degree to be a voice actor.
I
That's
yep.
yeah.
I never finished, so
There you go.
There you go. So
yeah.
if you were gonna start over today, Vanille, what would you do differently? Like, assuming you don't have your 10 years of voice acting and you had to start over today, like, how would you do that?
Yeah, I wanna like remind myself to just try everything and worry about it later.
Right.
Like it just, what do you have to lose? Nothing, because but if you try, then you might get it, and it could mean everything. So
Gotcha.
yeah, that's one thing I would tell myself, and to make more friends. I feel like I tend to be like more of a lone wolf kind of person.
Well,
I'm
most voice
very
actors are.
introverted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm super
voice actors
introverted,
are.
very shy, and But I wish I would have made more friends. Connections in this industry mean everything.
Right.
Yeah, but I
Well,
also
it's
just
not
want
too
more
late.
friends.
It's not too late. I mean, you're very early into your career. I mean, this is you're what, 23 now? If I'm
I
mistaken,
am
right?
23. Yeah.
Okay, and I basically started my voice acting career after well, yeah, after 23. So I mean, yeah, I started late. I started really late. So you have a whole future ahead of you. I mean, for sure. And more opportunities to connect with people from this industry and others as well. And hey, we're your friends, right? Come on.
Yes.
Aww.
So, okay. Let's talk about your character first. So, what was the experience like of recording for Agent Neon? What is the character brief like? Were you given like free reign to improvise? What other tidbits of the recording process can you, like, interesting stuff that you can share with us?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't remember much about like the brief that they gave me for Neon or Zeri. Stuff that I can remember was just like, she's Filipino, she's from Manila, she has this she's very passionate about helping people and all that, and that's pretty much all I can remember from the brief. But then at my recording session, they explained her personality more to me. She's very confident, she's headstrong, she knows who she is, and yeah. What else was the question? I'm so lost.
I'm curious, where did the recording session take place?
Yeah, it was at Hit Productions in Makati.
Cool. Yeah.
So yes, really great people over there. Yeah, but my auditions for this were just at home.
Excellent. Something I noticed about the character was it strangely bared a striking resemblance to you. I don't know if I was seeing things, but it seemed as if maybe the artist took a little bit of your likeness and slapped it in to the design of the character. It just, I really saw you. Either that or your voice just baked in really well into the
that you were seeing
visual.
my face.
Yeah, I was already seeing your face exactly.
I mean, I have no idea if they did that, but maybe you were just seeing my face because of my voice.
Yeah, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who look at the character, then look at you, and yeah, I sort of can see an uncanny resemblance.
Or maybe she just looks Filipino and I'm Filipino, so
That's a good point.
'Cause
We want to see what we want
Filipinos look
to.
alike.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. All right. Okay. So do you actually play Valorant?
I was
Have you
gonna say
tried
that
playing?
Have
you played yourself?
Playing it. No,
That
I
sounded
haven't.
wrong,
She's not
sorry.
out yet.
Oh, she's not out yet.
She's still
Okay.
in beta, but yeah. But I know some people got to play test her like last night. But yeah, I haven't tried her yet. I really, really, really want to. I did try the game after I was cast because I wanted to make sure I was prepared. Like I wanted to understand how the game works. I even did a little research about who the other characters were because I didn't want to rely entirely on what my director or my script notes say. I wanted to also know it like myself. I wanted to at least have an idea.
Right.
So I did my homework. I
Excellent.
played the games, both of them, and I researched their lore and characters, both of these games, to prepare myself for them.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how heavy is the lore of Valorant? I mean, it's a Riot Games property, so I'm sure like the way they've gone about doing League of Legends gives me this idea that they're also heavy into the lore of their other game, right?
Yeah, they are. This one of the things I didn't know about these games that really impressed me, because I didn't think that they would have this like rich lore behind them, because these games, their gameplay is not focused on story. So I wasn't expecting this. I'm super impressed. And yeah, the lore in Valorant is great. They make cinematics, key lore moments in the game. In the game storyline. Yeah, they're really cool. They're full on like short animated films on the YouTube channel. They're really great.
I wonder if we can expect a Valorant, TV series, like cartoon series, the way Arcane was developed, right?
Would be really cool. I have no idea if there I have no idea, for the record, if there are any plans for that, but I mean, that would be really
You're not under any NDAs or anything like that, right?
No, I am
absolutely
not.
Don't know. Okay.
I don't know anything.
That would be really cool, though.
So I'm curious, Vanille, you mentioned Audition. How does that fit into your day? What does a day look like in Vanille Velasquez's life?
Well, I'm a really early riser.
Wow, really?
I think of myself as a grandma, because like I sleep early and then I wake up early. Like most days I wake up at 4 or 5.
No kidding.
Which works great, because then I get to have my sessions really early at I'd love to have my sessions at 7 in the morning, because it's like a really great time for people in the States usually.
Right,
so.
you're operating in their time zone.
Yeah.
So that for you that's been an advantage, like booking jobs and stuff, just being available during those, during the wee hours of the morning. That's very interesting.
I'd say so. Yeah,
wow.
I would say so.
I might have to change my schedule then.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be zombies now, Rob.
Okay, I was just gonna say that Riot has been amazing to work with. They're super professional. They adjust to my schedule. They're so accommodating. They're really a dream to work with. And I just want to share, speaking of really early recording sessions, my second audition with them was at 6 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was at 6 in the morning.
And they were directed sessions, right? I mean, was there a camera on you or
no, they didn't see me until my first recording session for the game. After I was cast, my 2 auditions, just audio. I didn't have any idea what they looked like either.
but during the recording session itself for the character, they were directed and they could see your face and how you were acting and everything. Yes. Super cool. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. So maybe they got a little bit of your likeness and maybe your attitude and your bodily movement, from that footage. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know. All I know about that is for just my trailer, I did have a camera on me at my recording session.
Nice.
That's all I know. But I assume it's for my facial expressions for the animators to reference.
Yeah.
But that's all I know about it. I don't know if they did anything more with that.
Yeah, Dave, you were asking about her home studio setup, perhaps?
Exactly, I was.
Yeah,
so I'm curious. What's it like?
Yeah, I recorded in my mom's walk-in closet. And that's a thing that people find funny. People who aren't in our industry, they think it's so funny. But yeah, I recorded my mom's walk-in closet.
That's the first recording booth of every voiceover, pretty much, right? If you have a walk-in closet, if you have the luxury of having a walk-in closet, that is. And
I mean, it's not a fancy celebrity walk-in closet. It's literally just a room, and then there's clothes around it. So
which makes for good acoustics. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
And you bagged.
I recorded Jellybean and Pogo, a series of cartoon shorts about Filipino kids.
Right, on PBS.
PBS Kids on TV in the US.
Which is huge.
I recorded it right there in my walk-in closet.
Yeah. So
another
big win for Filipino representation, I must say. So congratulations on that. Yes. I mean, you really are making waves in terms of, giving the Filipino voice relevance, in the whole global, voice acting community, and that's great.
I mean, I don't know what I did for this to like happen, like to be a part of these 3 things that are steps in Filipino representation. I don't know what I did to do that.
Yeah, and this isn't
a really lucky thing.
It isn't the first time she's actually caused these tidal waves in the international scene. She's actually done some other things, like Now Voice This. Maybe we can talk about that really quickly.
Right. Yes, of course. How can we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about this. This is huge.
Yeah,
So,
how'd that go?
Yeah, I joined a contest. I joined Now Voices. It's a contest online for aspiring voice actors all over the world. And yeah, somehow, some way, I ended up winning it. And yeah, this is all the way back in, I think, 2018.
Right, yeah. And it's still
flew
ongoing,
to the
right?
States.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
They flew you to the States.
Yes,
I
they flew me
remember.
to LA. It was the coolest thing, yeah.
And everybody towered over you.
Yeah.
I remember you made a post about that. It was really funny. Okay, so have you still kept in touch with the people you that you connected with during Now Voice This?
The other people that I've competed with or against, I
okay.
guess. Like, I don't want to say against, because it didn't feel like we were against each other. We were competing with each other. Like, we were like also rooting for each other while competing. It's really cute. Well,
it's a very supportive industry.
With a lot of the people I met. Yeah.
Excellent. And have you gotten any other jobs because of this contest? I mean, from the people who started this contest, did they get you for other projects?
No.
It's okay.
No. I wish I could say yes. No.
They probably will after finding out that you.
I guess
knows?
that brings me to the thought that sometimes we think that success in the voice acting industry in particular is like an overnight star kind of thing, where you do something right once and you get catapulted to fame. But what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think that's really relevant to me right now, because I don't know what the next thing is after this. I have this fear, because like, this is really, really big. I can't top this in the near future. I don't know if I can top this in the near future. Like, it's kind of, I don't know.
But you know, we totally believe that you can, and I think your resume speaks for itself, and so the only way to go is up from here, I'd have to say. So I don't think this is like a 15 minutes of fame thing for you. I really believe, honestly, wholeheartedly believe that you're gonna make it huge. So yeah.
So do I. You know that.
No, stop! I'm gonna stop. Stop!
All right. So okay. So where do you hope that this takes you after you've been able to bag these mainstream roles? What do you want to conquer next?
I want to start producing, making content online. I think, because even no matter how big a voice actor is, I think we still worry about job security. Like when's our next paycheck? When's the next project? And I feel like venturing that way can help me have more security, and
so
it would also just be really fun, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Are you thinking of doing like podcasts, perhaps maybe a YouTube channel, doing maybe some instructional videos, on voice acting?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd really love to make more YouTube videos, maybe even TikTok, or I'd also want to venture into doing podcasts. And I've been asked by so many people now how I got here. How did I get to Riot Games? And I really want to help aspiring local voice actors, because this information isn't very easy, to come by, and I know that information, so I want to share that.
So, what about here in the Philippines? I mean, what sort of big projects have you done, or have you been focused mainly on overseas kinds of projects?
I've done a few cool things for local. I was on Dubbing Academy. We never even got to mention that.
Right,
I was on Dubbing Academy. Yeah, that's where it started.
Yeah, Dubbing Academy, now Voice
Yeah.
This, now Riot Game. This is like the next
Crazy.
stage.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I did that. It was pretty cool. And because of that, I got to dub an anime. It's the only anime I got to dub because then they closed,
Aw,
sadly. But yeah, and then I was on the Tagalog dub of The Loud House, the Nickelodeon cartoon. Very proud of being a part of it. I think
Yep.
it's such a fun show. Yeah.
It is. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and being a Nickelodeon promo guy.
Yes! Yes!
I'm really happy to.
I don't want to make you feel old, but I want everybody listening to know that you do the voice of Nickelodeon Asia, and I've been watching you since I was a kid, and I had no idea it was you.
Yeah, 18 years now. 18.
So I'm curious,
Wow.
how instrumental was having your own voice acting demo reel throughout all of this?
I'd say it, because if you're not ready for a demo reel, I don't know if you should make one, because it might send if you're not ready, it's gonna show in your demo reel, and it's gonna send a bad impression to the casters who will listen to it. But I think I'm at a point where I can have a demo reel. So I guess when you're ready for it, I think it really does help, because your demo reel as a voice actor is like your calling card. Like this is, or your like mini portfolio. Like this is all the stuff I can do, and in a minute or less, and
Like a resume in audio form.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your business card to the world. Who are the voice actresses or voice actors that you admire most, or who inspire you that you want to emulate? Any come to mind?
As a child, I was a huge fan of the work of Tara Strong. That's a cliche answer for a voice actor, but like I grew up on so much of her cartoons and even video games. And who else? Ashley Birch is one.
Yeah, of course.
I am a huge fan of her work on Life is Strange. Her acting in there is amazing, and I am fangirling because she's in Valorant too. She's Viper. I'm in a game with my favorite voice actor. That's insane.
Awesome. That's so cool. Have you reached out to her? Have you tried like chatting her up?
No, because I don't want to seem like a dork who's like, "Hey, I'm your biggest fan." So no, I haven't done that. I don't know if I'll do that.
I'm sure
you are.
I'm sure she'd love to hear that, and I'm sure she's going to want to, like at least have a chat with you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, let's go into some. Let's go into the technicals of your home setup. What kind of microphone do you have at home?
Currently I have an AKG C214 and a Focusrite Scarlett Solo. What do you call that? Interface.
An audio interface. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's a decent setup.
Yeah. Although
Wonderful.
if I just may like give advice about it.
Yes, please.
I'm not sure if it was the best microphone for me at the, right now or at the time when I bought it, because I don't have the best treated space. It's just a walk-in closet. It's not really like actually like treated. So I don't know if it was the best choice for me. Maybe I could do better with a cheaper, less sensitive microphone, more affordable. I don't know. I feel like I jumped the gun a little bit because I thought more expensive meant better, but that's not necessarily the case. And treating your space is more important than your microphone.
Absolutely. Are you considering maybe building your own VO booth now that more money's coming in?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, especially because the reason why I never built one was because this was supposed to be a temporary solution, because I was supposed to move to the States. But that kind of got delayed because of this thing that's happening all over the world. We're not going to talk about it because I don't want to. And yeah, but after this, it's been making me think about what the right next step is. But I still don't know for sure what that is. I kind of still want to see what happens, because there's really no like blueprint for what's gonna happen next.
Right. Just go with the flow.
This hasn't really happened here, so I want to see what happens first. And but at the moment, I decided I would stay here a few more years. And
all right. you plan on moving to the States mainly for work, or is there another reason?
I'm engaged. I'm engaged.
Wow.
So that was the reason.
Okay.
And he's
Congratulations.
really great about it. And
Congratulations.
even if we're drastically changing, thank you. Even if we're drastically changing our plans, and he has to live here now for a few years, he doesn't mind. He's very supportive.
Wow, that's amazing.
Aww.
Wow, everything's coming together for you. I love it. I love it so much.
I love that.
I know you want things to be a little bit more hush-hush about your personal life. I know you like to keep things private. So let's talk about you being a voice actress. What do you consider as your brand as a voice actress? Ooh.
Well, I don't know if I've got it all figured out yet, but
Mhm.
but I do know that I don't want to look perfect online. Like, I don't want to seem like my life is perfect online. Like, I literally posted a video of me crying when I heard one of the teasers of Neon like the other day, and I have no makeup on, and I think I look so ugly. Since I posted it, I haven't seen it again because I still think I look so ugly in that video. But I wanted to keep it on there because I wanted to I really don't want it to seem like I always like look perfect or my life is always perfect.
You want to be authentic.
Yeah,
I think that's the
yes,
key
yes,
thing. Right.
yes. I don't want to look like I have an Instagram highlight life. I don't know.
No, and that's great because I mean, the name of the game here when it comes to VO is authenticity, right? I mean,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
if you can exude that externally and in your online life and everywhere else, then people will buy into that. So that's great. I mean, you want to keep it consistent, right? So that's amazing. Yeah, and so don't ever change. Don't let this celebrity life or what is bound to develop.
I don't even want to call myself a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. That's so weird.
It's bound to happen. But yeah, go ahead, Dave.
There was something I was excited about, and that was like, what are your thoughts on being a Filipino voice actor in the Philippines? And, we have this concern, okay, do we send auditions for Tagalog projects or English ones? What are your thoughts on that?
What do you mean? Like, we have to choose one or the other?
I mean, we don't necessarily have to choose, but like, in terms of like, what do you prioritize if you want to, make a living doing this? And maybe your just thoughts on having both of those languages to think about.
Yeah, okay, maybe now is a right time to bring up that Tagalog dubbing rates are bad. Locally, they're bad. They're not sustainable. I mean, the English dubbing rates are a little higher. They're not the best thing, but at least they're higher.
Right.
So if your concern is financial, oh my god, my throat. Then you should be doing more English stuff. They pay more, but I love doing Tagalog dubs. I love doing them. Like, The Loud House is really one of my favorite projects I've ever done because I grew up watching Tagalog dubs, so it was kind of my dream to also do a Tagalog dub. And there's that pride that comes with it,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
To clarify,
Go
ahead.
I was just gonna say that one of the best like personal lessons this whole Neon and Zeri thing taught me was to I guess be more proud of Tagalog, of the Filipino accent in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know you went heavy into it for Agent Neon.
Yes. It was heavy for us, but it's not like the stereotypical strong, heavy, and it was a conscious effort on my part. I didn't want it to sound like a stereotype. I didn't want it to sound like a mockery of what a Filipino accent sounds like. I wanted it to sound authentic. I wanted it to sound like how I talk when I talk like that to my parents and my family and everyone else. And so
that's great.
this really reminded me that because in our industry, I'm sure you guys are aware, there's this like idea that to like get ahead we need to have that neutral accent and which has truth to it, but we shouldn't forget the Filipino English accent as well.
We should be flexible.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, like just going back
don't forget it.
Exactly, because with local projects, sometimes they ask you to tone the American down sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, I've gotten that too. Yeah,
Right.
it's interesting.
So apart from the last two roles that you had, what else has been the most memorable for you, and why?
Definitely Jellyman and Pogo.
Tell us about
It's
that. Yeah.
my first, hopefully, and that's my first, and hopefully not the last U.S. TV cartoon. And I'm just so
Wait.
proud of it because I have never seen a cartoon, a mainstream cartoon on TV with Filipino characters, and they're
Right.
not just Filipino characters like supporting characters; they're the lead characters.
Right.
And yeah,
And there's the Lola.
it's really
there's
fun.
there's everything.
Yeah, there's a
and they-
Lola.
Halo, halo.
Halo halo. They talk about
Yes,
halo halo.
yes,
And everything
yes.
Filipino.
All sorts of Filipino references. They have a freaking pabitin. They have All Souls Day. I don't know, mga patay featured in one episode. It's just
That's amazing.
It's the best thing.
Is there any chance that they're going to show this here in the Philippines, or is this something that we can watch online?
I mean,
Is it
I have
streamed?
been like so. I've been so like kind of sad that it's not being picked up by the media in the Philippines when it first came out. I wasn't seeing any articles about it, and I was so baffled because I
huge.
thought we jumped on everything that had Filipino on it. But you
That's
know,
right.
jokes aside, but I really was disappointed. But I think it would be amazing if Jellybean and Pogo could be dubbed into Tagalog and show it on a free TV channel because it's our
And you
culture.
could do
It's
that-
Filipino and.
Yeah, and you could do Tagalog dub.
And the voice of Jelly is also a Tagalog voice actress. Just saying, I'm right here.
And then we'll have
yeah.
a live action version.
And then the CG version, and then the Riot Games arcane styled version of
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That, you know what? When I first saw you post about that, I was floored. I mean, that was something that, you know, made me a little teary eyed because it was the first time that we got Filipino representation like that in the States,
Yeah.
in the U.S.
yeah.
And for me, that was huge. That was huge. So
Yeah.
hopefully people realize that a little bit. I mean, maybe it just needs a little bit more of a media push, so that
Yeah,
more
I mean,
know
I
about it.
try to mention it in like every one of the interviews I've done for Riot so far.
Oh,
Just
gosh,
squeeze it
yeah.
in there.
All right. Now, well, we'll do what we can as well to make people understand that, hey, there's also this kind of big thing going on. So yeah, great. Now, okay, so now that you're a little bit more prominent now, you know, in the whole
Am I?
cultural zeitgeist of VO, I would say you what you've done so far as of late is creating quite the storm. And I think it's really just the beginning. That's at least my personal prediction, but I really think that there are big things ahead of you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, your fan base will undoubtedly grow.
I have a fan base.
I'm sure
Nobody
you do.
told me I had a fan base.
Is this something that's daunting to you, or something that excites you?
It's so scary. It's so
Yeah.
scary. Okay. This news came out Thursday. But 2 days before that, I was just sleeping all day because that's how anxious I was about it. Like, because I don't know what to expect. And it's like when this happens, everything is gonna change, and I can't just reverse it. I can't just go back to like my private life, nobody knowing who I am. So it was scary because I don't know what to expect.
Has there been
and
any?
I know. I know there's things that I have to deal with that I may not be equipped to handle yet, because I don't think you know how to handle them until they're right in front of your face.
Right. Well, as long as you keep it, you know, just down. If you keep yourself down to earth and, you know, as humble as you are right now, you know, I think people will really appreciate that. So, you know, and you're definitely that kind of person. I think so. Yeah, I actually hope that you develop more fans. I mean, whether you like it or not, I think it's going to be really, really important for this industry to have somebody to look up to and to be inspired by,
to be an icon.
Yeah, and you definitely are laying the groundwork for that. And so, you know, congrats to you and all the best. That being said,
Thank you. I mean,
No, I was wondering if you had like, is there any person or community or anyone you want to mention right now? Like
no,
name
cut that
drop,
out.
like, hey, hi, hello.
you don't need to, huh?
What do you mean? But I'm already on your podcast. You
No,
still
I
want
mean,
me to
and
shout
the-
you
any
out?
any other
Yeah,
group that you're in,
You want to plug anything?
Well, if you're talking about my community, it's not ready, so I don't want to send people there yet. So.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Also, just like as a corollary to my previous question, I mean, you know how toxic the internet can be. So, I mean, if you develop a fan base, there's bound to be a few bad apples in there as well. Have you ever had to deal with some toxic people on any of your threads, or any backlash from anybody?
Oh yeah, day one I've already gotten some. Woo, this is the life. They really got to me at first because I've never had to deal with that before. So it was like,
Right. What would
I
they
don't
say?
know how to process this. I can't remember. Thankfully, I can't remember anymore because I've tried to push that out now. But yeah, I took it hard for a few hours, and I just tried to remind myself to focus on the good that this is doing, the inspiration and the how people feel seen and representation, and I'm just trying to focus on those things.
Great. Yeah. Don't mind the trolls. I mean, they're that's all they're gonna be, and and they're good. All they're trying to do is get your attention. Don't give them any mind. Just do what you're doing. And I think you're on your way to even more success. So yeah, we're really so proud of you, Vanille.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We said we weren't gonna do this.
No, but seriously, like, even for me, I mean, I've been doing this for like 20 years, and I look up to you. I've always wanted to find out whether or not it was possible for a voice talent here in the Philippines to make it big in the scene over there in the States, and you've definitely showed that it's possible, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that either until it happened. So.
And for you to have accomplished this at such a young age, that's even more remarkable.
I think I just got really early in the game.
Yeah.
I got started really early, so in terms of my age, so I think I just got lucky in that department that I stumbled upon this wonderful world of voice acting this early.
Do you have any final bits of advice for this next generation of young and upcoming voice actors?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to tell them that the doors are open. You know, you can be in these games now, in these AAA massive global games. It's possible. It's not impossible anymore. And chase your dreams. I'm so cliche, but chase your dreams, because I did.
It's true. It's true. No, those are fine words. Well, thank you very much, Vanille, for doing this interview with us. I think we've got a lot of meat today, and I'm sure a lot of people have a lot to chew on now after this interview. I think you're going to just open the floodgates for people now to keep trying and keep believing.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say that how do I say this? Because I do want to use whatever following that I get from this to do some good for our community or industry. You know, I want like one of the things I'm planning is to maybe start a podcast and interview other local voice actors.
Yeah,
if they want to, because I know some of us want to stay anonymous, but if they want to, then I want to help us get more recognition, because it's a problem here. A lot of us, we don't really get credited even. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I want to do what I can, what little help I can to help that. And
we need more Vanilles in our industry. So let's create more Vanilles. So thank you so much for your time. We wish you luck on everything else moving forward. We can't wait to hear what you have next in store for us, and we'll be here.
You and I both. I don't know what it is.
But guaranteed. I mean, we're going to be backing you up all the way. So thank you.
Thank you, Vanille. Stay safe and take care.
Yeah, and to everybody else, thanks for watching. This is our very first podcast.
Woo! We finally did it. We finally did it.
Oh, and next guest, by the way, that we're going to have. Is Stan C, another voice actor who is also making waves. He is the first Filipino announcer for the WWE. One of the first Filipino announcers. There I think a couple of them. So watch out for that episode. That's going to be coming up next. Yeah. Go Pinoy!
Go Pinoy!
Go Vanille! Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.